Hey everyone, it's your boy Kyle coming at you live with another episode of Game Time with Kyle. That's myself right there, the very heroic looking one. So special show for you here today. We got the PS3 out because we're going to be playing a fun little game. I did a video quite some time ago. It was one of my first few videos here on this channel. Sort of taking a look at Zen Pinball versus the Pinball Arcade. Those two fun little pinball games you can get. But both games are great. I said I like both games. I might prefer Pinball Arcade just a little bit more, if only because those are very faithful recreations of actual tables, whereas Zen makes up their own tables, which is actually really cool, and they're really creative, and they're very arcade-like, but the Pinball Arcade, I think, goes for realism. It really shows. If you get a chance to play the PS4 version, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume very much so the Xbox One version. Oh, great stuff! The night effects on that and the lighting effects on the tables are beautiful. So, what this video is a little game called Pinballistik. Now this is sort of a third option and kind of one that I think gets overlooked. And to the best of my knowledge, don't quote me on this, but I believe it's only on the PS3. So this is one that I think kind of gets overlooked from Pinball Arcade and Zen Pinball. So we're going to go to Classic Table. Now basically what you get when you get the game, you get this particular table. Circle the Wagon is the table that you get when you buy Pinballistik on the PlayStation Store. You can get 2 additional tables just for a few US dollars, Made of Money and Sector X. And these are the only 2 extra ones that they have released. So I'll show just briefly all 3 of the tables here then. So you can play for 10 minutes, you can have 3 balls here. Or no, what is that? Time battle? Okay, I see what it is. You can adjust the time, 3 minutes, 1 minute, and have unlimited balls and see how many points you can rack up there. Balls 3, 5, 10, 1, etc. We'll do power-ups off. That's kind of a little bit more realistic with them off. When they're on, it kind of turns it a little bit more into kind of like Zen Pinball then. So I'll show off the tables here. Like I said, probably just do a ball or 2 on each table here. We won't go too much in depth, just to kind of show off kind of how this game handles and looks and everything, because I feel like it is pretty underrated, especially you know, really overshadowed by Zen and the Pinball Arcade. This particular table has the ball launcher right there on the left side, so that's pretty unique. Maybe I'll hit that volume up a little bit. I like the music here, and I'm going to go down the drain. But sorry. All right. We're adjusting the volume with the other hand. No excuse for that particular one. So let's do this here. But yeah, the music, sound effects are all really nice. The ball handles very well. I think maybe not quite as well as the Pinball Arcade tables. You can see kind of scores popping up there, like showing you all the 3000s and stuff. That reminds me more of the Zen, because they would have things pop up on screen. Whereas Pinball Arcade, again, went for the more realism, and you don't get the scores popping up on screen on real pinball. So everything handles pretty well. I think the ball's kind of a little quick. It kind of flies down the center like that. It kind of goes a little quick. It's a little hard to handle that, something like that, for a prime example. So I'm not a huge fan of how it handles. I think I still prefer the other 2 main games as far as how ball handles and everything. Oh, nice. They are pretty generous with the retries, though. So here's her kind of what, I'm glad I got that. It actually kind of shows a little bit of the arcadiness to this one. So like I said, this game's kind of right in the middle between comparing it to Zen and the Pinball Arcade. Oh, 2 more dancers left. 1 more dancer. Oh, she ran away. But yeah, this is kind of a little bit of an example of one of the tables. This is the table, again, you get when you purchase the game. Let's take a look at the other tables here. Battle table can do 2 or more players, or I believe it's just 2 players, so both playing at the same time, sort of a split screen, if you will. Let's take a look at Made of Money here real quick. Ready up. One of the additional tables you could purchase if you choose to. Pinballistik, yeah, kind of fun little trivia on every load screen. Again, pretty solid music. I like the music on all 3 tables. And as with, see, it's a little chaotic and really shoots down pretty quick. And for some reason, my turns don't last nearly as long as they do on Pinball Arcade or Zen. I wonder why. But like with any particular pinball table, you know, it tells a little bit of a story. There's a little bit, you know, to it. You just kind of got to learn how to always follow the lights, see what they're flashing, places to go, prompts you there. That ball had a little bit of a bounce. I don't know. I don't see that too much. I think it's more for dramatic effects. So one more time here, we'll try to get to the upper part of the table here. I'm having a little bit of trouble with this. Oh, straight down the middle. I just flew down there. I think that's the problem some people have. So there's a little bit at the top of the table at least. Let's move on. I'd be a little bit more upset, but I'm not trying very hard at all. Move on to our third and last table here, Sector X. We had sort of an Old West themed table. We had sort of a richy, you know, high class, Hollywood-esque type table. This one's more of a sci-fi table here. And again, this one reminds me a little bit more of a Zen-like table because it has sort of the unrealistic things. You would never see stuff like that on realistic tables, just beams of light and your scores popping up. I'm trying to see how to tilt the table. I think you have, yeah, the D-pad there will shake the table a little bit. Again, pretty good music. I like the sound effects, and they're very authentic sound effects. But the gameplay, I think, again, just not quite as solid as the Farsight Studios Pinball Arcade. And the tables, maybe I'm handling not quite as well as Zen Pinball, but yeah, I think this is a fun. If you enjoy both of those games, I know you can get both for your tablets and phones, as well as various systems, PlayStation, Xbox. I've seen it on the 3DS now. But again, this game here, Pinballistik, I believe... Blast off. I've already done better at this than that previous table we played. But yeah, I believe Pinballistik is only on the PlayStation store, to the best of my knowledge. So, but, oh, I meant to quit there. But I think it's worthy. I believe the base game itself was either... $5 or $10 US. I want to say 10, and then each of the tables was just a few dollars to add on. So, but pretty nice. I like the overall concept, and this really is a solid table. I think when we always talk about Zen versus Pinball Arcade, this one deserves to be mentioned as well. I think it's a really solid effort. So I'm pleased to have this in my collection. It's not a very big game. It doesn't take up a lot of space. So encourage everyone to check it out if you have a few bucks laying around. And if you enjoy pinball games like Pinball Arcade and Zen, of course, you probably heard of those. Just thought I'd point out Pinballistik here as a nice alternative. Very solid game. So, Hey everybody, this is Kyle. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. We'll see you next time on Game Time. Be sure to share this video if you get the chance, just to spread the word for Pinballistik. Show this to others as well. So I think this game deserves a little bit more attention. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Much appreciated. We'll see you in the next video. Everybody take care. Happy gaming.